What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just a real quick market recap of today's price action. I'll go over the few trades I took on the MNQ NASDAQ futures 5-minute time frame. This is what I usually day trade. So let's hop right in. So to start the day off, I was $966 in the red right from the start because I had my trading bot engaged just a few seconds before market opened, because I actually let that bot take some of my trades for me, and I just use my own discretion and kind of monitor it to make sure that before a bar closes and it takes a trade, that the setup makes sense. Because as long as I monitor it, that bot has over a 90% win rate. So right before market opened today, literally a few seconds, I engaged the bot so that it would work for me throughout today's session while I look for other types of setups. So on this bar right here, just literally a few seconds before that bar closed, I hit engage on my bot. And then I didn't pay attention to the bar, and it got a strong close, and that's actually a signal for that bot to take a short. So this bar closed, the bot took a short, market opened, and the first bar of the day was a huge bull bar, and it just immediately stopped me out of that trade. There was nothing I could do about it. I was over $900 in the red right from the start. Alright, so that's a rough way to start the day, but I just stayed calm and just stuck to the strategy, and within a couple of trades, I was back in the green. So let's go over the trades I took that got me back in the green and actually into the profits today. So right here on bar 2, it retraced most of bar 1, and it came down to the 20 EMA. So I took a long scalp right there off the 20 EMA, and I was actually able to grab about 15 points there. And then bar 3 pulled back, and I thought, based on what I was seeing on the 15-minute chart, the 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart, I thought we were going to get at least a little bit of upside to start the day off. So I set an order down here below the wick of bar 3. Bar 4 came down, got my order, spiked right back up, and then that was a winner for that trade. And I think I got 15 or 20 points on that one too. So then I just watched bar 5, 6, and 7 because they didn't do much. Bar 8 was a strong bull bar. It broke above the wick of the previous bar, closed up nice and high, so I took a long there, and I think I got 15 or 20 points out of that one. Bar 9 was just a range bar. Bar 10, I think it was on bar 10 when I actually took my profits from this trade on bar 8. Otherwise, I would have taken a trade here where I have this blue box. That's a good entry, but I think this is about where I was taking my profits from this trade, and I didn't manage to just catch another individual trade here. But we got bar 11, which was the second consecutive strong bull bar. So I went long here at the close of bar 11, and bar 12 was a nice strong bull bar, so my trade from bar 11 was a nice winner. And then bar 12 closed nice and strong, and I thought we would get some immediate continuation from that. But since we already had a nice little run, I knew there was a chance of a pullback, so I only entered with one micro contract here. And it's a good thing I did, because I had a wide stop loss in case we got the pullback. And since I was only in with one contract, that actually allowed me to wait out this drop. And I had another order set to go in with another contract here below the wick of bar 12. So when bar 15 got down there, it actually filled my order, and I was in with 2 micros, and then I was still able to wait through this. And then once I saw bar 17, I knew that the trade would end up most likely being profitable. And then bar 18 got a nice strong push, and I took my profits somewhere towards the high of that bar, and that was a really nice trade. I think just that trade alone got me most of these profits here. or actually maybe half of those profits, I'm not sure. But this box here, the blue box on bar 18, that's an acceptable entry also. I didn't take it because I had just gotten out of this one where I had scaled in with those 2 contracts. So at this point I was just ready to chill. I thought the price might go sideways in a range, which it did. And then ever since then it's just been a really ugly single bar sideways range. So today I had 1 loser and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 winners. And as you can see here, these are the stats. Total profit 470, 235 points. The gross loss, this right here is the $966 winner. That's from that 1 short that was a mistake from right here, right at market open. So today the win rate 68.18%, and that's just based off of, because I trade multiple accounts, these 3 accounts at one time. So each trade, it counts as more than 1 trade. So that 1 loss, it actually counted as, let's see, 4 losses somehow. But anyways, my long trades was 83% win rate. The short trade, you know, there was 0% because that 1 trade lost, but it counted it as 4. I guess maybe because I was in with, I'm not sure why it did that. But either way, today's net profit 470, max drawdown 483 on the short, 22 on the long, 68% win rate. It's not as good as I usually do, but that's only for today. You know, overall it's way better than that. 68%, still not bad. It's still enough to be profitable with this strategy, so I'll take it. And then if we go back to, let's see, I've been running this strategy on these 3 accounts since the 23rd. And this strategy, you can see total net profit here, $33.98, 1,699 points, and percent profitable, 79.57% win rate, 85% on the long, 75% on the shorts. And so yeah, the max drawdown since I've been running this strategy on these 3 evaluation accounts, you know, total max drawdown was only $665. So that's not bad. $33.98 total net profit so far just since the February 23rd. So it's doing pretty good. I'm just trying to take a few trades a day. Today I've walked away with 470 in the green. Yesterday I had 756 in the green, and Monday I had 265 in the green. So the strategy is working good. Just buying the momentum. And then on a pullback, just placing orders right below the wicks of these bull bars. And then if we're in a downtrend, I'll just do the opposite. So just stay away, just a little tip, just stay away from this mess here. You know, usually most days we get at least 1 decent leg up that's tradable. So I try to just focus on that. Get 3 or 4 trades. Sometimes you get 5 or 6 trades. Sometimes you only get 1 or 2 trades. But I try to get just those few trades that are nice and simple, nice and clear. They make sense. I try to get in, get those, and get out. So that's my strategy. Nice and simple. Just reading the price action and just going off ATR. I use ATR for my targets and stop loss. I'll put my stop loss at 1 ATR, profit target at half of an ATR, unless it's a super strong move, and then sometimes I'll go for a 1-to-1. But that's my strategy. That's how it's working so far. If I have time, I'll make another video this week, but if not, I might make one next week. If you want to see these market reviews just more often, leave a comment, let me know. And hopefully this will help some other people out with their day trading. So thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out.